Hello Tubesters, it's Gav and welcome to another one of my videos. As promised, I've put together the 29 hot rod, a Ford 29 that old Tom sent me from Rambler's 69 channel. He deliberately left wheels, windscreen, steering wheel, what I'd call a track rod, headlights and the exhaust. They were all left off because they're on such, well, all you car builders know, they're on such tiny little points that, as he said, the chance of it surviving tumbling over and over, and no matter how well he packed it, and he did pack it really good, you know, it was never going to survive. I tell you what, he's talked me through the whole thing. We're going backwards and forwards on Instagram. I take a picture and said, this bit's done, I'm going to do the next bit. And what a nightmare. it just so I keep looking at, I should stop doing this. I'm always looking down or looking over at the things I'm talking about. Sorry. When somebody else has done it and done it to such a high standard, I was thinking, I know what I'm like with, I get glue, I try not to, you know, I wipe my glue brush off on the side. I use Tamiya extra thin and the white one when I'm doing airplane wings occasionally. But anyway, I digress. But I end up getting glue on my fingers without realising. Then it goes on the model. Well, obviously, like the Dragonfly, I did two fingers or thumbprints on those, and they were okay to sand off. Can't do it on this, so it's like, oh. And Tom had said use PVA on the windscreen, and the door handles was the other thing I had to put on. I haven't mentioned it. And he gave me the list in what order to do them and that. But my life, I said to him, when, you know, I did everything in the afternoon apart from the last couple, I think the windscreen and the door handles. Might have stuck the wheels on, I'm not sure. And I said, you know, tight rope walk over the Grand Canyon would be chilled compared to doing this, because you're just thinking, he'd said the left hand side of the exhaust on the manifold and that, and it's all a bit tight, but it will go in. You just got to wiggle it a bit, you know. And you're thinking, oh God, it's your model. When you can wiggle it, you know, you can go swear a million times if you break something, but when it's been sent to you, oh God, yeah, it just it's great because I've got a piece of old Tom's artwork, but my life, it was hard going. Just to do that, I mean, it's ridiculous. I've got is it 29 I've got there? I can't see it from this side. Hang on a second. Is it 29 or is it 31? Yeah, I'm doing the 29, aren't I? Who'd have thought it? So yeah, I've got all that to come. Although in one sense, at least I know what's coming my way. But yeah, fantastic. Can't thank you enough, Tom. I just wanted to put some photographs up. I'll do a quick chat over it now. But thank you very much. It means a hell of a lot. It really does. That'll really brighten my day when I go. It's one of the few things, because I don't really have a lot of room. But he's even sent it in its own. It's even got its own presentation box. So that's going in my centre part that I exchange models. I keep them for a few months and I have to bin them. But obviously this one's not going anywhere. It will join my Starfighters when I get them built. Don't worry, Beetle. Starfighter has it. It's not on the back burner, but I just need to get this Dragonfly done first. And I am thinking of getting my own 29 done. Well, it would be, wouldn't it? Because I'll get pushed along by doing this one. But yeah, fantastic. I love the colour. I've always said Tom doesn't really paint figures. He does the odd one, but he's got an eye for colour. You know, if he was painting figures, I'm sure they'd be fantastic, because he has an eye for the colours of what to use in what and that type of stuff. You know, really fantastic. I love hot rods, and it was through him that got me into hot rods. I love all these older ones. I've got into the muscle cars as well now, seeing a lot of the guys build those, and you know, when I've gone down the stash a bit, because the wife has put an embargo on now, I literally have she reckoned it out to about a 5 foot if you take the ones I've got in here as well to the desk. And of course I'm trying to shave it all down a bit, saying, oh well, you know, technically I haven't bought these 4 because they've been given to me at different people, and you're actually looking at a box of Perry plastic soldiers there. Now they're nothing to do with the modelling side of what I do. Yes, they are stuck together with glue, but that's beside the point. So I managed to get those, well, not the other 4, but I got those ones reduced out the stash. But she said, if you put because they're in a cupboard in another room, but if you put them up against you and you're over 6 foot, she says they've got to be up to shoulder level, chest level, whatever, with you by now. She says, please just build some before you get any more, because we really don't have any more room. And I said, yeah, fair enough, I understand. So, but I don't intend building any more. I want to get the Dragonfly done. I've got a Kawanishi flying boat in 400 scale that's just set, paper wrapped up, waiting to be finished. And it needs painting. I want to get the 29 done. I want to get the motorbike done, and then I've got that tank, the Destroyer British one. Whether I do that before, because I really would like to get on with the Starfighter that sat behind me somewhere on it in its box. But I'd like to get a few kits done before I go into the stash to do anything else on the modelling side of it. And you know me, because I'm such a, I might not be a great figure painter, but I'm a prolific figure painter. And between doing it for income and doing it for myself, modelling is just a part of what I do, and it's probably the smaller part of the group. So, oh, of course I've got over there, I've got Lexington and stuff still going on. Not a lot when you say it quick, is it? Anyway, this was just supposed to be thanks to Tom. Thank you again, Mara. We'll have a quick look. I have taken some photographs. I've tried to do it with a white background this time to show the purple off and everything. But all of you out there that know Tom, you know his work, so I'm preaching to the converted, aren't I? But anybody that doesn't, this fella, whether you like, I'm not a car buff, as said. I'm not a petrol head. Military head, massively. But automotive, never have been as a kid to now. But it's been watching my Maras that build cars, and most of them are in the States. They've got, as I said to you, I want to do them, and then I fall, you know, some of it's head problems, but a lot of it is just that you want to be up to their standard. It's like, I see some really top class figure painters out there, and you want to do what you want to win Golden Demons when, if you're not going to put all the hard, well, I do put the hard yards in, but I don't do that type of stuff really. But it's like I keep saying to you, non-metallic metal. I'm painting the Space Marine at the moment, and it's not going half as good as I was hoping it would do, because it's something new to me, you know. And if you put the hard yards in, you don't get better. So yeah, should listen to myself sometimes. Right, let's go down and take a look. Very gingerly with the camera because the car's just here. Right, I'm holding onto the tripod because I'm just terrified that this is going to go. If there's all the ambient noise outside, I apologise. I've actually got the windows shut, but it's that time of year when everybody in the UK is mowing their lawn or whatever. So, somehow I thought I sat on my reading glasses then. Let me just put them on because I can't see a damn thing without them. Right, let's get this light a bit better over the top. There will be, it's not as shiny as when Tom sent it me. I have tried to rub the finger marks and everything out, but I'm terrified of breaking anything off. So it's not as probably as shiny as when Tom sent it me, but it doesn't matter to me. I love it. So there we go. Headlights on, wheels on, they all touch the ground. They're probably not straight looking at them as Tom would do. But hey. Oh, I'm going to put more on. I'm going to have to polish it up now before I tried with the gloves before. The problem with the gloves are they catch on things, and now there's lots of bits that are only tenuously glued on. Tenuously, that's the word I was after. But yeah, absolutely beautiful little model. Well, not little is it really compared to what I do. I love the white wall tyres on it. I love the purple around the rims. He's put like the purple in the Ford hubcaps, and the engine. Hold on to the tripod cow for dear life. Let's get one more push down to it. See if we can get in a bit closer. I mean, there's like the colours of these. These guys, wherever they are. Braided hoses, fan in there, in the little protective bit. Yeah, I love it, and it's definitely given me ideas for my own. I bought, if you remember, I bought some, I don't know if I showed you or not, I think I did. I bought 3 bottles of splash paint. There was one of the sellers, because you can't really get them in the UK, and he'd obviously bought some, one of the dealers, and whether they didn't sell enough, well, I don't know, but he was selling them off fairly cheap. And I bought 3 bottles for the three hot rods I've got. So yeah, definitely. I was going to do. Is it the high boy? Is this when it's sat on on the chassis here, and the low boy is the chassis inside? Or I can't remember what Tom did tell me all this, but I was going to paint my chassis like black or something, and then put my metallic body on top. But obviously, all this being all one colour, and the engine and that, it's given me some great ideas for doing my own. I haven't got things like braided hose like there, but I've got some chunky guitar string that Mick years ago sent me. So I'm wondering if I can. That looks a bit like braided hose, so I might put guitar string rather than the plastic bit that you get. And as we said, I went on a big hunt for wire and was getting all the wrong stuff. But I've got some types of wires I can. Some of the guys were saying, "Don't do it, Gav. Don't put the wires on. Just do it basic." But I just think, because everything's exposed, you do want to. I want it to a level where it looks like an engine rather than just a few bits stuck together. So I might well have a go at doing that. It's not as obviously as well and all the extra bits probably that Tom's got on, but do it to a decent standard. As I say, we've got all the little touches inside as well. It's just taken me 15 minutes giving this a polish, and now I'm gonna be doing it all again. You watch my wheels fall off or something now. That one's looking a bit dicey on the right. There we go. Here we go again, Gav's 20. That's brilliant, Tom. Absolutely brilliant. So guys, thank you. I'm not going to try and turn it again. We'll just have to do a shot like that. Thank you very much for stopping by and taking a look. Please go and check Tom out. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. I can't remember if I did it before. I should have done. But if not, there'll definitely be a link to Tom's channel in this description. Go and take a look at his work, because it's absolutely top notch, and it's to a greater part from it's all automotive to those guys that don't know, but he does lots of different types of touring cars. He's really well known for his hot rods and his drag racers, but he does a bit of most stuff automotive, and he really is just an artist in, as I say, in styrene, scratch building, and obviously the paintwork. So thanks a lot. We'll be some photographs at the end, and things coming up. I think I've got some epic Napoleonic British to show you. Some more proxy British cavalry, Royal Horse Guards. And some other bits and pieces as we go. So thank you very much, and thanks by the way, for the very kind words and the likes on the Hussar flat as well. That was very kind of you. I appreciate that. So thank you very much, and we'll catch each other very soon on another video.